Section 12.6b is about subtracting rational expressions. There isn't a whole lot different here than when we add rational expressions. We still have to have common denominators, but we have the added step of distributing when we subtract a binomial. Let me show you what I mean. Because these fractions both have an x minus 2 as the denominator, I can combine them into one fraction, leaving a 3x plus 4 on the top. But now, since I'm subtracting this entire group, I have to take this negative sign and distribute it. So this will become a negative x and a plus 1. That's probably the most common mistake I see when subtracting rational expressions. Now we'll simplify the top. 3x minus x is 2x. 4 plus 1 is 5. It doesn't appear as if anything can be factored or canceled, so I'm done. Here we're finding the difference. The denominators are the same, so we combine it into one fraction. 7 minus 4 is 3. We end up with 3 over n minus 3. Remember, you can't cancel the 3's because the one on the bottom is part of a binomial. In this example, we have two fractions, and this time, if you notice, the denominators are not quite the same. And you have to make them the same if you're going to add these fractions together. Well, we've done this in the past, where we've had binomials that were almost the same, but they were off by just the signs. Notice on the left side the m is positive and the 9 is negative. On the right the m is negative and the 9 is positive. So if you remember from the past, what we've done to deal with that is we've taken out a negative 1. So if I do that on the right side, over here, I'm going to turn this negative into a positive m, which I'll write first, and the positive 9 into a negative 9, which I'll write second. Now I do that because now I have m minus 9 and an m minus 9, but the trick is what happens to the negative 1. Well, what I like to do with it, because it can either go in the top or the bottom, it doesn't matter, is I like to put it right out here in front and then change the middle sign. So there, the negative turns the plus to a minus. I now have denominators that are the same. So on the top I'll take 2m minus 4m, and that'll be over the common denominator of m minus 9. Here we're asked to find the difference, but the denominators are not the same, but they are off by a factor of negative 1. So if I take that negative 1 out of the second one, make it an m minus 2, and then once again take the negative and bring it out front, in this case it's going to turn the middle sign into a plus. Now I'll combine my two fractions because the denominator is alike. And I could potentially pull out a 3, but that doesn't actually help me cancel anything. So this would be a fine answer.